How many frets are there on this?
17 times 2.
34 frets. Okay. What's up? I'm Andrew from Rip to Shreds, and today I'm joined with my buddy...
Tyler. The Spirit of Gravity.
And I do vocals on this. I mean, this is
That's
crazy
the
looking.
instrument I recorded it on, yeah.
I don't even know where to start with this. Typical Western music. We have a tone, we have the octave, which is however many steps, and we divide that space into 12, right? That's the basis for most Western music. But here, we've divided that into 17, and they're all equally spaced?
Yeah, so it's a logarithm, I guess. Normal 12-tone music, it would be the 12th root of 2 times whichever note you're on, and then you end up at the number 2, which is the ratio that you're playing when you play an octave. This would be the 17th root of 2. But it's the same principle.
So you end up with a bunch of intervals that don't really map to the standard.
So both tunings will tend to approximate other intervals with varying degrees of accuracy. Both 17 and 12 have a really good perfect fifth. The version of the minor third in 17 is known as a subminor. Or a septimal minor. There's a whole bunch of other shit that it does, and I don't know what it's called. I just play it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a caveman when it comes to music, right?
So what happens when you play a minor third?
This is the subminor third.
So it's flatter than a normal...
It's flatter, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of in between, right? It's in between those two.
Right. I remember you said your initial interest in non-12-tet music came through Balinese gamelan music?
Yeah, Balinese gamelan was kind of I discovered at one point, and it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Did you start off by like cutting your own fretboards and reslotting them, or you started with like fretless maybe?
I did what everyone does. They start by pulling the frets off of the guitar and then lowering the strings here and here and then making a fretless. Mm-hmm. The thing about that experiment was that you tend to play a fretless by ear. I just ended up playing familiar 12-tone music with the fretless, so it wasn't that interesting. So then the next thing I did was I bought another cheap guitar and I put frets in between each fret to make 24 equal temperament. And that was pretty interesting. The guitar was nearly unplayable. I don't remember how exactly I landed on 17, but it's a nice balance, I guess, between being alien and having a lot of useful tools that 12 equal temperament has.
So that first riff is from the first record. So how does that really work? Because when I look at this, like, I don't even know where to start. The part that you had me playing... It sounds...
It's like 2/3 of a semitone.
It's smaller than a semitone. It somehow sounds more sweet. Okay, that's just a perfect fifth.
Yeah, I guess so. That part plays when the bass riff is kind of doing the same thing. It goes from this, and then the next part it moves down. So that's a semitone sharp. And then it kind of resolves itself and then goes until it sort of like does this call and response thing, but the tension is at the end of the riff. So it starts with the most consonant thing and then it ends at the most dissonant thing. When I hear it, it pulls you back to the beginning of the riff and makes kind of like a nice loop.
So obviously I think we're throwing traditional harmony kind of out the window here, right? There's no dominant, there's no mediant, subdominant.
It's cool to think about the stuff happening after it happens, but when it happens, it's kind of like it's something clicks. Like you hear it, I hear it, I think it sounds good, I keep it, and then maybe I'll figure out later like what it is that makes it sound like that.
The musical cultures that are like famous for being microtonal, right? Balinese. There's also the Arabic and Turkish music.
There's some really old like pentatonic scales and shit too from Eastern cultures. I don't know a lot of the technicals about any of that stuff. Turkish music is nuts.
Do you still think in terms of scales?
I guess so. There's a scale on this one called Super Pyth, which looks and feels a lot like diatonic. If you replace the whole step with an extra fret, and then the half step is one fret. All the patterns are in there. Like it's all in there. It sounds
that just sounds like a regular. Every single tone would be a little bit out.
The big step is wider and the small step is smaller. All the chords are in there. They just sound a little different.
Are there any intervals in there that are particularly unique that you find yourself trying to exploit?
The sub minor third, like I mentioned, it sounds deeper than the minor third in 12. That semitone thing sounds pretty cool because the notes are closer together. Sounds really crunchy. Fun, right?
I feel like I would want to think about things in a kind of quartal. How close is the perfect fourth? Yeah, I feel like
it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Some of the notes are closer than they are in 12.
Oh, you mean to their just intonation?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
If we were playing kind of like a fucked up version of Paranoid on this guitar.
Yeah, I find that like some things will work and some things don't work as well. Like the major third is completely terrible.
That's supposed to be a major third. But it's too sharp, I think.
The new one has a thing that happens in the opening track, and it's like this wall of sound effect. And the way that it works is that there's 3 guitars, but the 2 main guitars, one guitar will do a sub minor third while the other one is doing a perfect fifth, and then they switch. This is what it sounds like. And then the other guitar is like. It's a common theme throughout a lot of those riffs. Yeah, and then the other one I showed you in the beginning, that has the same sort of call and response effect, and then it has the ambient riff over the top where whenever it's being consonant, the ambient layer on the top is kind of pulling at it, and it's knocking it off kilter so that the dissonance is like moving throughout the riff, but it's like pulling it and modulating it. That's what happens in my head when I listen to it.
You wouldn't really say that you pull influence from any particular artist for this, right?
If I do, it's subconscious. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I like Shoo Shoo a lot. I like Zaster a lot. I love Pissgrave a lot. I listen to that shit when I run on the treadmill. As far as like how much of that actually ends up into me noodling around on the guitar, it's kind of hard to say. Like I'm not learning their songs, and if I've written something that sounds like another artist, it's unintentional.
You also kind of take that approach to collaboration. You don't really tell me what to do when you give me lyrics to sing on this. You don't even really say go high, go low, go fat. Well, you do tell me sometimes you want it to be more drawn out.
I gave you some scratch tracks for the first one. But like I know you as a vocalist, I know your style, and it sounds good, and it's going to sound good on the record. And if we have to go back and forth a little bit to get it right, it's fine. But it should be you that's on the recording, yeah. So like with Kevin, I sent him drum compositions for every song, and in some of the songs he played them exactly, and then some of the songs it's just he had this totally new thing, and that's super interesting to me because it's more interesting in the end. It's not just my head, but it's kind of everyone interacting with what I've done, you know, with the demos and kind of what they were hearing and putting themselves into it. Yeah. And then when Colin did his thing, I mean, it just became a completely new record all over again. I love that part about collaborating with people. That's super powerful. When Voidcraft and I did that thing, we had a rule that everything had to be done in one take, like every single song. And that was a challenge.
Did Jay say that he was inspired by Dogma 95? It was this like a filmmaking thing where they're like, they set themselves a whole bunch of rules. Jay used to maintain like a website that had a whole bunch of his descriptions of how he made every single release, right?
Yeah, he had like a set of restrictions that he would give himself.
Yeah.
And he would work within those artificially imposed limitations.
I vaguely kind of remember him saying that he was inspired by Dogma 95 there. Well, that was like it was like a filmmaking movement, so to speak. A couple of directors, I think from Northern Europe, that were doing like some art shit. They would have rules like no artificial lighting, no music that's not eidetic. Every film must contain one scene of something or other. That's what I really, when I read that, the restriction stuff that you guys did.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like something like that.
That was the rule of effort, where everything had to be one take. He also talked about some rule that was like no drum machines, and then he was like,
oh yeah, no, that's my rule too.
And then I immediately broke that rule by putting a drum machine on.
And then I made a drum machine. Like,
was that Hevel or was that a different release? I don't think it was Hevel, right? Hevel sounds like real drums.
I like real drums. You put so much effort into playing all of the instruments and getting good takes of them to use a drum machine. Like, okay, like, cool. But I really am a big fan of that organic, captured sound that has the room in it. You know what I mean?
We got to find a way to like drag Jay down into this weeb dungeon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then we'll display him like a caged animal here.
He's fun to hang out with.
No, he's really hilarious. Yeah. He came to
oh, that's right. You guys met at some point.
Yeah. When RTS was on tour in Germany, this was Weimar. How long were you even expecting to stay in Vietnam?
I wasn't really planning to stay, but I liked it.
And then you ended up being there for almost 10 years.
Stayed there 8 years, yeah. But I met this guitar builder that I collaborated with, and he made a whole bunch of these things. Made like 10 of them. That was really cool. They're much nicer than the ones that I made by hand. I spent a lot of effort getting the frets level so that I could play them. But they look like shit. Like the one that I recorded the first record on, it has chunks of wood missing out the side. And yeah, there's a big chunk of the fretboard that's missing up here somewhere. And then I got the first prototype. It's one that's similar to that one in style. And that was really cool. Then I sent a video of myself playing it to the guy that I was collaborating with. And yeah, that was good. That was cool. I have another instrument in 15 equal temperament. I have some songs in 15, and that tuning is super alien. I'm really excited to get those onto something visible at some point, if possible.
Do you have a message for our amazing viewers?
The message is, don't do it.
Don't do it. Whatever it is, don't do it. That's all we have for today. This is Tyler from
Agonanist.
And as always, eat ass, blast fast, and don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.